Hi, my name is Alexander Magana. In this presentation, I will cover a liquor store burglary study for COM 310. So background. So since the 1980s, a large body of research has been conducted covering alcohol misuse to crime. It's according to a detailed survey of victimization and incident data on alcohol and crime published by the Bureau of Justice Statistics in 1998. Nearly 40% of violent victimizations and fatal motor vehicle accidents involve alcohol, and roughly 40% of detainees and persons incarcerated reported using alcohol at the time of their offense. These highly publicized findings provided the impetus for increased governmental focus to understanding and resolving the vast range of public safety issues linked with alcohol usage. Over the relatively similar period, scholars began putting hypotheses to the test to see if differences in the setting of a community has an impact on crime rates and the danger of being a victim. Sociologists and anthropologists, in addition to individual level variables impacting alcohol use and consumption, criminologists reason that there may be community processes, such as physical characteristics that contribute to criminal behavior of the environment, poverty levels, and societal organizational elements, all of which have an impact on the frequency of alcohol use or the danger of being a victim. And so here on the slide, we see the alcohol misuse that directly connects to crime, victimization, and the incident data. Violent crimes and incidents, 40% is mentioned, involve alcohol, 40% of detainees under the effects of alcohol during the offense, and then community environment, so individual variables, poverty levels, and then criminal behavior for that community. All right, major factors. So previous criminological investigations have found evidence of crime concentrations near liquor stores and bars. Researchers discovered that increasing levels of homicide and violent offenses such as sex trafficking, liquor code infractions, and road deaths are all connected with the number of alcohol outlets in the town. So the availability, the higher the density of availability, the higher the crime, community violence, alcohol within a community contributed to the type of violence the community experienced. Social disorders, these are calls for police assistance that are related to shootings, prostitution in the area. It gives us an idea of what the community is experiencing. Domestic violence, the higher correlations of domestic violence in a community have been linked to alcohol abuse / use, and they were reported during the police responses. And one of the most important factors for the burglary aspect is the time of day. So this is a major factor to consider when a burglary is actually going to occur historically. So here we have the variable measures. These variables are calls for services, so the 911 assistance, and they are covering disorderly conduct, calls for service for social disorders being shootings, solicitation of prostitution, and then destruction of property. So here we have the homeless density is one of the variable measures, the population of homeless persons in the area. Street lights, these provide the illumination for establishment and will basically act as a deterrence. So population income, low or high income populations will show statistical differences in the overall crime by that type. And then arrests. So the type of arrests vary from the population of each community. Okay, so in summary, we discussed the overall problem. So this is the liquor store burglaries and community relationships to crime. The major factors that contribute to it, which are the availability, community violence, social disorders, domestic violence, and then the time of day. The variables, so we have within the study the homeless density, street lights, population income, arrests, and then so now the solutions, we have steps to eliminate the issue, and that's going to take community involvement and intervention. We're going to have the proper security measures. So these are going to be street lights, your locks, shatter-proof windows or bars, and then cameras located visibly within the establishment for potential burglars to identify and try to avoid. And then last is going to be police presence within the community. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching. And then here's a list of works that I use for citation. Thank you very much.